Good morning. It is currently 6:24 a.m. on Monday, March 30th, 2015. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I'm thinking this morning about communication and the importance of language and using the right words. Part of what inspired this topic is realizing that when I've been talking about my computer for the last little while, I've been not using the proper terminology. When I've been talking about doing a full restore, that's not actually what I meant. A restore would imply that, I've created through software a restore point and everything is getting reset to that state. And while in principle that's similar to what I would be looking for, a clean install is actually what I need. Backing up all my important files, formatting the hard drive, doing a new installation of Windows, and then kind of a la carte restoration of all of the files as I need them, rather than just duplicating the current state of my computer, because right now that's not what I want. I'm not trying to fix one bad install or a virus or something. I'm trying to just do clean install. And so that makes it more clear perhaps in terms of what I was doing there. But that just got me thinking more in the abstract too of how important it is to use the right words, because if I'm describing that I'm going to do a full restore, I know what I mean, but to someone else who doesn't know what my particular computer's issues are, they might assume that I'm talking about something completely different. And in fact, they did. I had a couple of people asking me questions about it, actually saying, why don't you just do a clean install? Which is what, of course, called it to my attention that I wasn't using the right terminology. But unrelated but connected, yesterday I was thinking about how lots of times these days when there's been some sort of an accusation of a problem or someone complaining about something, and then someone else is trying to defend that, well, that's not a real problem, maybe it happens sometimes, but by far the majority is better than that, and so it's not a real issue. What people will say is, Luna's making some sort of a noise. Okay, she stopped. What people will say is, it's only a few bad apples, as though that's the explanation for why it's actually okay. The implication being, well, you don't want to implicate the entire harvest of apples just because of a few bad ones. Now let's set aside for the moment that frequently whether or not the problem lies with just a few or not is immaterial, because the actual saying that they are pulling that terminology from is one bad apple spoils the barrel. And it's a real thing where if you have a barrel of apples and one of them starts to rot, it is going to more quickly pass the rot on to the rest of the apples. So the fact that people, in attempting to defend a situation as not a real problem because it only affects Luna is chewing on like a plastic container and she keeps stopping when I look back at her. When people are trying to defend it by saying that this is not a real problem because it's only a minority of the people involved, perhaps they should not be choosing their metaphor from a saying that is all about how even just one bad apple can ruin the whole barrel. So they have chosen a metaphor that actually means the exact opposite of what they're trying to say. And yet, it happens so frequently that it becomes almost the common usage, and language begins to lose all meaning. I agree, Luna. Well, so remember, you can find all my stuff at christianaellis.com. Although, for whatever reason, some of my Libsyn podcasts are not downloading today for whatever reason. But the audio and video versions of Talking About Survivor for this week have been posted, as has the Hey, Wanna Watch a Movie episode for Goonies. And so I hope that you guys are able to download them, even though I cannot at the moment. So I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.